We've got one more terrific singer making, I think, his third stop at the Anonymous Coffee House. And this fellow has been in the music business, he just mentioned to me, since 1969. You do the math. He's got 9 albums under his belt. He's equally admired, I think, as a musician and also as a visual artist and painter. And I know that John Gorka has used your artwork on the covers of his albums, for instance. Yeah? Okay. Well, let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's welcome.
Let's have a hand for Adam. He's the best. He's the sound man. He's the guy who put this all together. He's a volunteer, and he's got good hair. He's just the nicest guy.
And I've lost my reading glasses, and I can't read any of the notes that I made.
I'm waiting for him to sing a song.
You know what? I did want to say something more about you, and that is that I really appreciate you being a sort of a booster of the coffee house, because I know you read the bulletins and you always send, some positive message out to me that makes me feel good about all of this. And his music is wonderful, really an exceptional songwriter. So ladies and gentlemen, Tom PIROZZOLI.
Thank you. The music you heard, I'm doing different songs tonight. We'll see if I pass muster or not. That guitar on, yeah? So we're going to start off with the philosophical edge of things. This is about fishing. And this is quite true. There used to be this little wooden bridge outside the house I lived in, and there was a lot of trout in there. There's a little trout stream, got a little trout stream in the back of my house. Little trout stream, there's a little trout stream in the back of my house. I drop in a line, pull out a trout. I stand out on the bridge at 6 a.m. I stand on the bridge. I'm out on the bridge at 6 a.m. and I want that trout in my frying pan. They bring the biscuits. Chase a honeybee right back to the hive. I chase the honeybee. Chase a honeybee back to the hive, and I pull out a handful. I run for my life. There's a blueberry patch. We got a blueberry patch in the field next door. There's a blueberry patch in the field next door. Fix flapjacks, honey, I'll pick you some more. There's a little trout stream. I got a little trout stream in the back of my house. Little trout stream. There's a little trout stream in the back of my house. I just drop in a line. I drop in a line, I pull out a trout. I drop in a line. Drop in a line, I pull a trout. All right. Thank you. You're so kind. I just want to say, I've said this many times on stage, but You are what makes this a great room. So thank you for coming and thanks for being here. Without the audience, I will say right now, it is a very different thing. Our friends from Gold Pine were saying that, that most of the musicians in the audience, but my good friend Harvey Reid used to say, there's only 3 people in the audience, at least only 3 people know there were 3 people in the audience. This next song is about the natural world as well. I go hiking in the woods out behind my house a lot. And, of course, there's all the old stone walls there. And usually you go past the big stone walls and there's rock dumps with all the little rocks in it. And the guy who lived out back there made walls out of these tiny little stones. I mean, they're like the size of my hand, and there's walls built out of them. I'm like, what a cool guy. And then, so I trip over a piece of barbed wire out there one day, and I pull it up. It's got some root growing. It's really beautiful. Anyways, I pull it up, and I look at it, and there's no barbs on the wire. You've seen just the twisted wire. This guy was like, I said, I love this guy. So I wrote this song about him. I obviously don't know who he was, but it says so in the song. I guess we're on. Way back here in these hills, silence and stillness sleeps like a star, roaming on and on through the sky. There are walls of stone, small as my hands. They snake like yards across the land. There's a stone bridge to cross, where the creek runs quick. Man lived out here long ago. I don't know who he was. I still find ways he'd walk with his children and his dogs. There were apples in the fall, there for one, and there for all. There were orchards for his horses and his kids. His song was honest and it was true. He did no harm on his passage through this world he left behind for me and you. Now all year long he'd work his chores. He had just enough and never more. He'd work hard every single day. He was farmer strong and unafraid, and he was what folks called poor. He was a rich man, folks called a rich man that folks call poor. While Emerson and Thoreau gained fame from the words they wrote, he lived each day the life of which they spoke. He would go for hours without a word, and in his silence he learned storylines shared among the birds and the trees. He wrote his poem here all the same on this land, and if it's gone away, he never made it with intent to stay forevermore. he'd work his chores. He had just enough and never more. He would work hard every single day. He was farmer strong and unafraid. He was what folks call poor. He was a rich man, folks call poor. What folks call Thank you. Wow. I guess you liked it okay. Thanks. It's encouraging. This is the first gig I've ever played with this guitar. And the neck's a little wider than the guitar I was playing, so I'm not hitting all the notes. But see, I'm the only one who knows what notes I'm supposed to hit. So I guess if it doesn't bother me, it won't bother you. But this guitar belonged to Garnet Rogers, who was a fairly well-known folk singer. And Garnet is a great guy. Maybe I should tell you a Garnet story. This is a true story. Garnet was going to buy some batteries for the tuner for this guitar, you know, and he had to go into the local store, and he was waiting a little while in line, and you know how you're waiting in line, and sometimes you pick up a card and you read the card and just to amuse yourself. So he picks up this card, and this is a true story. And he looks at the outside of the card and he says, "Do you remember the excitement, the warmth, the wonder of your very first sexual experience?" And he opens it up, and on the inside it says, "Isn't it a pity there wasn't someone there with you?" So he thinks it's a great card, and he shows it to the 17-year-old girl who's taking the money. And she looks at him and says, "So what are the batteries for?" Okay. Only Garnet can come up with, I mean, he doesn't make this stuff up. He told me a story. We were sitting out having supper one night, and I'm like, okay. He has many others. If you've never seen him, you should definitely see him play. He's an astonishing man. And he actually wrote a great novel. He wrote a great book about his travels with his brother Stan. And he wrote a great novel called Six Crows Gold. And I'm not just saying it because he's a friend of mine. This is one of the best novels I've ever read in my life. It's a really great novel. And you should get it, on his website or wherever. This next song is, let me move this up one. As John Gorka would say, I'm playing a Ouija board with my capo here. I'm going to just play a simple version of the song. It's got some guitar parts in it that I probably mess up some of, but just leave them out. This song is, I have a great wife. I love her. We went through a cancer thing a year or so ago. She's all better. I'm so happy, but boy, sure made me think a lot, And this song is kind of about all the stuff we went through in the beginning and afterwards, and I just remember how to play it, and I was brand new. So I want to tell you, too, when people say it's a new song, that means you have to like it, okay? And we're allowed to make mistakes, okay? Just back from California, showing signs of wear, heading for New England. I don't know what's awaiting there. You take 10 weeks of driving, a whole lot of sleepless nights. You put it all together, that's what the road is like. I got home to what I hoped would be a peaceful stretch of time. That was the week I met you. I learned what love was really like. Now all those others that I thought love was, like, the was no other so sweet and kindful. You stole my heart that night. I guess a lot of time's gone since I was 24. You were 22. You knew so much more. I was young and I was lost. You wanted to roam. I guess our wires got crossed. The love was never gone. You spent a while on a Greek isle, then Colorado called. But came a time when you decided I was the one after all. When true love finds you, pray fate is kind to you. Now I remember lonely, nothing is as sad. It takes a lot of time to learn to make love last. And then there's nothing better, there's nothing better on this earth. Gotta put another person first. When all's said and done, we win some, lose some, but friends, don't let love go. We all need someone, just one someone to love, and only love makes life full. Yeah, I guess I had some luck beside me, but I pray for love day and night. There was no other so sweet and kind for you. You stole my heart that night. You stole my heart that night. You stole my heart that night. Thank you so much. That one's really, really new. Really new. Really new. I'll probably change it. I just write these songs like, I come back 3 weeks later, they've got a new melody, different words. It's like, oh, guess what? I didn't turn my guitar on. Can you guys hear it? I'm such a dip. It's unbelievable. Oh. I love it. Well, let's put it in tuner mode and leave it there. 3 buttons I can't figure out. One of them is enough for me. I'm unbelievable. Pardon me? It was fine? Whatever he's smoking, pass it around. Thank you so much. This mic is pretty dynamic, and I'm back from it. Thank you. It's really great to be here. Again, Adam is so great. I have no idea how many songs you'd like to hear, but this song is an old song. I wrote this when I was maybe 37 or something. And these guys live in Nashville. I think they're still here. Yeah, they're still over there. I played this song one night when I was opening at the Bluebird for this guy. What the heck's his name? Oh, I can't remember his name. But after the show, some people I knew came up to me and said, both John Prine and John Bon Jovi were in the audience. I was like, okay. That's some variety for you. This is pretty much a true story, and I've got some other stories I'd like to tell. I'm not going to tell them now because I probably should play some music here. The song's called Money Isn't Time. All my childhood friends, they're grown-ups now. They've got station wagon, they've got retirement accounts. And every day goes by a little faster. Kids growing up, find yourself wondering what you're running after. And I had a job one time. I worked to work every day. My old dad had said to me, "You better slow down, son, or your life is going to slip away." Told him, "Old Dad, time you retired too." He said, "I think you're right, son. I'll find something I like to do. That's what I'm going to do." Set up with the brakes on this old machine. Said, "Tom, life ain't a race no more. This life, it's not a race anymore for me. If you think money can buy you back your time. You think money can buy you back your time. You think money can buy you back your time. You're out of your mind." Now I'm a player of songs, and I work some nights, if you want to call this work. Now my old daddy, he pretty much worked on anything he liked up until 96. He'd make some wooden things in the wintertime, go for a swim in the summertime. We'd be making wooden things in the wintertime, go for a swim in the summertime. He'd say, "I ain't gonna worry no more, I ain't gonna worry." I just say, "Never mind." As if you think money can buy you back your time. He said to me, "If you think money can buy you back your time. You think money can buy you back your time. out of your mind. Thank you, thank you. I'm laughing because when the guitar was muted when I was playing, it was in tuner mode all that time. And of course, I started playing the song and it was just a little bit out of tune, you know. Maybe I should have paid attention to it being in tuner mode at the moment. But if you can't make mistakes, dos más. Okay. As my mom used to say, if you want perfect, buy Tupperware. So, does everybody know what the prefrontal cortex is in the brain? And you know what it does? It helps control impulses, and apparently young men have a difficult time developing this at an early enough age. This song is kind of proof that it took even longer for me. And this is a true story. Wait a second, let me do something here. Two more. Thank you for telling me there's two more to go, because that way I can skip a song. Unless you'd really rather hear a love song. I'll play the love song. I'll end with the love song. I've never played this song for anybody yet either. Does anybody know Click Horning and the band Night Kitchen? They're a great band. Anyways, they still do some shows once in a while. I could still see her dress and I could see her hair. She was dancing with him at the county fair. Now me being who I am, I watched that man, this is a true story, till he went off to the privy and I asked her to dance. She said, I'm with another man. And I said, yes, I know that. But would you give me just one day? She said yes. She said yes. She said yes. She said yes. I could hardly believe it, but she said yes. It was clicking Night Kitchen on the stage that night, singing Oh Marie and further down the line. They sang a little Temptations, some rhythm and blues. Dave and Dana holding down the groove. I really don't know just why I remember that night. It's nearly 50 years since I was 25. But when she danced so well, she danced so fine, she danced so free. And for just 5 minutes she danced with me. No, I've never got a chance to see that woman again, but I can still see her hair and I can see her dress. She was with another man at the county fair. She danced one dance with me there. said yeah. She said yeah. She said yeah. I could hardly believe it, but she said yes. I could hardly believe it. She said yes. I could hardly believe it, but she said yeah. Oh gosh. Thank you very much. I had to play at least one fun song. I'm going to end with a love song, I guess. I have some other silly songs too, but this song really means a lot to me. It really means a lot to me. After I found out my wife had cancer, I was like pretty upset. But she's all good now, and I wrote this song because I was so happy to have her, just that day or any day, and I still am that happy. And what the song is really about, let me tell you one of the stories first. Can I have 2 minutes to tell a story?
Yes.
You guys got 2 minutes here? I see some young people in the audience. This makes me so happy, because I was playing in Sunapee, and it's not, you see young people that often, and some friends of mine would buy a CD that I knew, and they came with some friends who were from far away. I said, I said, no, just have a CD, you don't have to pay me for it. So I give it to them. There's this 16, 17-year-old girl, and she's standing there watching, and I had on these bright green Chuck Connors, Converse sneakers. And I say to her, oh, well, you can have a CD if you want. Do you have a CD player? She says, yeah. She said, but I didn't really hear the music. I just came to tell you I like your shoes. I was like, oh, well. Has nothing to do with this song, but it happens to be the truth. And I'm married to the most wonderful woman in the world. I have this day with you, and I say I'm grateful too. We know we do not have to say, but we say I love you anyway. Now I could go on about the time gone by. I know the past won't change a bit. Here and now is where we find all of the love we have to give. I'd like to take this single day and press a button to replay every smile and every kiss that came to me from your sweet lips. Yes, I'm a fool for love, for sure, and I know there isn't any cure. I wouldn't take it if there were. I'll go on this way and I will be okay. Wanna sing that with me? It's only one note, come on. Thanks. I'd like to take this single day and press a button to replay every smile, every kiss that came to me from your sweet lips. I have this day with you. I'll say I'm grateful too. And I know I do not have to tell you I love you, but I will. I'll tell you I love you. I'll tell you I love you. Thank you for your help. Thanks so much for coming. Thank you, Adam. You have a great night.